Caution. This podcast is designed for mature audiences. We delve into topics surrounding sexuality and intimate relationships in a candid and open manner. Please note that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is intended solely for entertainment and informational purposes. If you are under 18 years old or prefer not to engage in explicit discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we advise against proceeding further. However, if you're of legal age and comfortable with such content, feel free to settle in, grab a beverage, and enjoy this episode. Just remember, time flies when you're having fun. Oh, and the stories you are about to hear are true. The names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Welcome to Beyond Monogamy, where every episode is a journey of discovery, liberation, and endless possibility. Join your hosts Roger Johnson and Janet Valentine as they peel back the layers of convention, inviting you into a world where passion knows no boundaries. Beyond Monogamy, a podcast that transcends the traditional norms of relationships to uncover the raw, unfiltered stories about the lifestyle. And now, your hosts, Roger Johnson and Janet Valentine.
So this is, I'm so happy, guys. I haven't listened to you guys or seen you guys in a couple months. And so it's season 2. Let's get it started. Welcome to Beyond Monogamy. I am Janet Valentine.
And I'm Barbeee, Triple E.
And I'm Roger.
Woo-hoo!
Back again. Back for more.
Welcome to 2025. Can you believe it? Wasn't it just Y2K? Everybody was worried about Y2K, and now it's 2025.
There's that movie, Matthew McConaughey, where he says, when he, I keep getting older, but these high school girls keep staying the same age.
Yes.
Those good-looking guys still keep staying the same age, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, I apologize. I'm fighting the end of the crud. I know that Roger's fighting the end of the crud. So if we have some coughs or mutes, that's what's going on. And we'll get through it. It's given me a little bit of a lower voice, a little bit of a whiskey voice. You know, I'm thinking last week I could have done sex calls, definitely.
Yeah. It's like a late night erotic radio station.
Ooh.
What was her name? There used to be one. What was her name?
Well, I used to listen to Christy
Lila.
Canyon.
Lila.
That's
Lila.
true. Lila.
That's right.
I loved Lila.
Overnight.
No,
Yes.
it was Delilah. It was Delilah.
Delilah?
I think. Right. But anyway, so something like that. Yeah, she was always really interesting. And the truckers were always calling in and stuff.
And it was so just PG romance novel. I mean, I don't remember it ever getting like Skinamax sexy.
Oh no.
Right.
Yeah.
It was,
Right.
and it was just her
Far
voice.
from it.
I mean,
right. It was only her sexy voice happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't even anything sexy she was talking about.
yeah, she could be reading the weather.
Oh man, I am stoked. I've been loading up on stuff, and it's not like I've got a whole season of shit. I've just got enough to get us started. But I've got the stupidest game ever.
Okay.
And it's like a finish the sentence game, and I'll start it off. So this season we intend to bring you better sex advice.
True that. That's
Okay.
my New Year's resolution is how can we be more effective? How can I be more effective? And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, but now it's
Love
your
it.
turn. We're just going to go until we run out. So it's your turn. This
So
year
it's
we
my-
yep.
This
This
year I intend on doing more Kegels.
No, it's better sex.
Better
And-
sex. Oh,
and
sorry.
then-
Better sex advice. and doing more Kegels to strengthen my pelvic floor and make it really worth your while.
Well, I can't top that. That's for sure.
Oh, you can add to it. Come on. This year,
finish the rest of it.
Better sex. What?
Better sex.
More Kegels. Okay. More Kegels. And
I'm just going to be the best version of myself that's ever been.
Ooh.
That's what 2025 brings. Watch out. Watch it. So, yeah.
Well,
Roger's turn.
Yeah, this season, we intend to bring you better sex parties because we're penciling something in June, which promises to be an epic story. And so you have until June to work those giggles into shape. Fun fact, I was listening to a podcast with a sex doctor, and men have a pelvic floor, and a male version of Kegel is just as important. And she described it as you're standing there and you flex the muscle that would lift your cock off the table.
I didn't know that was possible.
On a man,
you knew it was possible.
That muscle.
Remember, we've seen some guys that could
that's true.
Flick it.
Oh, yeah. That's true. There was one guy who used to stick an ornament on the end and make it jingle.
Yeah, they could flick it. Yeah. Yeah.
His pelvic floor is a little more like a pelvic brick wall.
I'm just saying, what a calling card that is at a party.
Yeah. I bring my own bell. Trick. I bring my own bell. You want me to make it ding? Come here. You want to see?
Okay, Janet, you got one?
So this year, better sex, Kegels, better version of myself, better parties, and better descriptions of the actual sexual moment for our podcast. Because I think sometimes we cut it off before the good stuff. I've gotten some feedback from some people, and they said we really like it when we talk about, what is it that makes you, like, for instance, what is it that makes you give a better blowjob besides just saying, I give a better blowjob? Give me some details. Give me some whatever else it is. So I believe we need to get into some more details that hopefully people will want to hear. And I'm going to need some feedback from everybody else telling me, okay, that's too much information, or too long, too much.
Really? You want to know a blow by blow about a blowjob?
I am an expert receiver.
Okay.
I am happy to give that feedback to anybody wanting to raise their game. I'm just throwing
and you can judge.
Out there. Yeah.
You've had enough experience with good and bad. Well, wait a minute. Is there such a thing as bad?
I mean, I have a soft spot for effort, but I'll tell you, it's just like some of the stories you guys have talked about when a guy's going down on you. Like, maybe he's just a little better at his day job. The first advice I would tell somebody, a woman wanting to do a really good, is, you just got to get on it and get after it until your mascara runs.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't see that coming, did you, Barbie?
That one got me. What if she's wearing waterproof? Come on.
Right. What if she spent good money? What if she went to Sephora?
That's right. Or she pays for those lashes. Come on, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but that's right. But I understand the whole emphasis behind it. I told the story last year about the gentleman Theo that thought he was so great and said that he sent his wife to the emergency room and all that other stuff. And I told him that he was not marketing himself correctly. And I think that sometimes when you do it, if you do it too fast and just go straight into let's rip the pants off, put your mouth on it, try and blow it a couple times or whatever. At this age where we are, the experience that we have, the men that you're meeting in these parties, they've had blowjobs. So you got to step it up. You got to step it up beyond the just, okay, let's go in and do a little bit of sucky suck. You've got to let that tip hit your tonsils without throwing up. If you have tonsils, if you don't have tonsils, even better. I've seen the porno ones where the woman can let the dick go all the way down her throat. I'm not there. Okay, just not there. Sorry.
I've done it a couple times. Ooh.
Ooh,
you can make it. It will open up. It will
open up, but I'm not that person yet. But there are.
I couldn't do it now.
With the certain things, and the thing is, different guys, you have to kind of listen, just like with women, different guys like different things.
Yes.
There are some guys that want you to go as far down that shaft as you can go. And they want you to grip their balls, and they want you to, then take your mouth off and either lick down at the bottom or go really slow. Ladies, you all need to find that big fat vein, whatever you want to call it, that is the you can see it poking out of the hard dick on the one side. Most guys, they want you can try with your thumb and just run your thumb up and look at the guy's face. And if you run your thumb up and his face contorts when he does that suck in his breath, then you're going to put your tongue on there next. And you're going to start out down at the bottom. And then you're going to go all the way up. And then the next thing to look at, if I'm going to be more descriptive and practice what we said we're going to promise to do, season 2, I'm going to look at the top of that mushroom and that little lid on the top of the mushroom. Sometimes some guys, that's really sensitive, and you want to lick that like it's an ice cream around the top and see what happens. And if their face and they contort, or you can feel the dick flex hard, ooh, you're in the right place. And then you play around with that. And here's the big trick too. Ladies, it's almost like your clit. You don't want to licky on the top of that mushroom so much that it's so intense that they back off. You got to tease that sucker. So you got to find it, play around with the top of the mushroom, and then you got to go back down. And then you got to tease around it, and you got to make him almost beg you to bring your tongue back up there. But then when you bring your tongue back up there, so then you bring your tongue back up there, and then you put your mouth over it, and you put your lips over it. Of course, your lips are going to try to protect your teeth because you don't want to bite that baby. There are some weird guys. I know one of them, Big Dick Donnie's one of them, that like to have it bit. No, only one. Be real careful there. But you're at the top. And you're playing with that mushroom and your hand is around the shaft holding it steady. Okay. Then what you want to do, you're looking around the top of that mushroom. There's that little slit where all the cum comes out of. One of my favorite things to do is to take my tongue and lick that, because I love the taste of pre-cum. And sometimes there's some pre-cum hanging out there, and like, oh, that's a gift. That's a gift.
And you can kind of give it a little squeeze while you're doing that.
Yes. Oh yeah, your hand gives it a little squeeze, and you can feel it come up, right? And then there are some guys that if you put your mouth over the top and then you take your tongue and you do a fast flicker, almost like if you imagine what they're doing on your clit, that makes you happy on your clit, you do that to the top of their dick. Some guys, it drives them crazy, and then that's when you got them. So am I there, Roger? Am I describing a little bit more of some of my tricks?
Yes, I'm just sitting here with two thoughts. One, we need to assemble a panel of women who have an oral fetish,
okay,
and have them weigh in. However, I think a lot of the techniques will be a lot just really very similar. There will be a lot of similarities. Um, but I think that would be helpful if women are out there listening and wanna kind of know some of this, even if the techniques are the same and just said a different way,
Right.
it's gonna reach somebody. Uh, Dee
And
had the
practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Practice makes perfect. What is it? 10,000 hours to be a
Yeah.
master of
no
something. So
to be great at anything. 10,000 hours.
Okay.
that's right. There you go.
That's from a
The
book called
challenge is there.
Outliers, and I
Uh-huh.
recommend it to everybody.
I do
Yeah,
too.
10,000 hours, 10,000 blowjobs. I mean,
That's
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Just get started. Just get
That's
started.
right.
Don't focus on
Hey,
the
it
number. Just get
starts with the
started.
first one. That's right. Take the
That's right.
first step.
It's
I,
just all about self-improvement.
That's
if we
right.
counted the numbers, Barbie, I think we're up to a couple thousand at least.
Oh, easy peasy. Oh, God. I couldn't even put a
Right.
number on it. No,
Right.
shit. I couldn't even. I
So,
gave that up. I
so
wouldn't even. Especially if you think about going back to if I go
Right.
back to my youth, oh, come
Oh,
on. And
I've I mean, I tell you, I don't know if I'll ever win the actual lottery because I hit it this go around with Dee. She does have an oral fetish, and I really like that she does. She had the nerve to ask me one time. She's like, well, we've been doing this lifestyle thing for a minute. I mean, you've had a lot of blowjobs now. I mean, where do I weigh in? This was just open the door to drop an epic joke that I heard. It's a Bert Kreischer joke, and I was just like, I mean, we are in the life. So my reply was, we are in the lifestyle, and that a lot of that's just founded on honesty. And if you want my honest answer, uh, when when I watch gay porn, my first thought is, babe, you need to step up your game. These gay
really?
guys.
You answered her that way? Because I'm thinking that's comparable to not in the lifestyle. A woman asking you, "Do these pants make me look fat?" Okay,
Yes, that's what I thought. It's like, oh, your answer
if
should just roll out of your mouth.
Your answer should have been,
Immediately.
"Oh, babe, you're great." Okay,
Absolutely. It's
Because
the best one I've ever had.
I've been at the lifestyle party, and I've been at the lifestyle one where and Steve was talking about this, where Doc goes up to him and says, "You should have your wife take lessons from Janet because Janet can teach you how to do it." Blah 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 blah. And like Steve says, my wife is fine with this, but it's if you're at a party and that husband turns around and says, "You need to learn from Janet how to do this," you have totally embarrassed your wife. That's not good etiquette.
That's not good.
I have had on the other side of it, I have had women come to me after the party's over or when we're on a break or whatever in the kitchen, and they will say, "Hey, my husband said you did something to him that was phenomenal. Can you teach me how to do it?" Okay. I don't know how he said it to her, but she wasn't pissed off. And then it was like, "Okay, sure. I'll show you my tricks. I love to do this." Now, I'm not an educated sex person. Okay. I'm not a sex therapist. I just practice makes perfect.
10,000 hours, babe.
In my defense, since I was
Did you-
put on
how did-
blast by both
How
of you,
did Dee do it? How did Dee react to it?
she knows I was kidding. I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
You better have been kidding.
I had to point out to her, I don't know why you're asking me that and where the validity of the question comes from. You have people seek you out at a party and come up to you and whisper in your ear, "Hey, I've been going for a while and I'm having trouble coming. Do you feel like blowing me?" I mean, she has guys seek her out for that. She just likes to do it.
Well, they just seek her out for who she is.
Well,
Hubba,
like
hubba.
but like you said, Janet, she loves cum. She loves
Right.
cum.
Oh,
Right.
me too.
Me too.
That's
swallow
the thing.
it. Yeah, she wants you to come in her. She wants to swallow it. She loves cum. So that's where. So yeah, she knew I was kidding. She knew I was kidding. That joke was for the fellas that are listening, because this season I intend to bring you better sex jokes.
Okay.
Oh, something to look forward to.
Or not look forward to.
So anyway, but we're descriptive. Do we want to keep playing this game, Barbie? You want to add anything to this list? Because we got a pretty long list now.
No, I think that's good. I think that's good. I didn't quite understand the rules of the game to begin. So
on a drinking game, you're supposed to remember it, and if you can't remember it, you're supposed to drink, right?
Well, I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water. So yeah,
okay.
There we go.
Right.
No.
And different guys, they like, and it is a different situation too. I mean, if it's a push me up against the wall and fuck me time, then yeah, I'm going to blow you and it's going to be pretty quick. But if it's a you are laying naked on the bed, sexy, all doing this stuff, and you start doing that little sexy voice to me, or we were having the discussion in text yesterday, Roger, you start to go into some foreign language and start saying some nice stuff like Gomez and Morticia and stuff, and speaking a little bit of French. And I don't care what it's saying, but if you're doing that look at me and you give me that look with your eyes, then we're going to have a fun time, and I'm going to take my time to do it. It all depends upon the situation.
Hey, this is a great time for a break.
Fellas, are you tired of the same old experience? Need to spice things up? Introducing Dick Dippers, the revolutionary way to bring flavor to your love life.
Oh, baby.
That's right. Just dip it, dunk it, or drizzle it in one of our mouth-watering flavors, like strawberry daiquiri for a tropical twist, pina colada for that classic sweetness, or go all in with hot fudge sundae, because who doesn't love a little extra drizzle with nuts? Made with 100% edible, body-safe ingredients, Dick Dippers are smooth, tasty, and guaranteed to make every moment delicious.
Now that's a treat I can't resist.
So why be boring when you can be dippin'? Get Dick Dippers today. Available wherever fine personal products are sold. Not responsible for excessive licking, moaning, or sudden craving for sweets. Use as directed. Satisfaction highly likely.
Now, back to the fun part of the podcast.
It's how long do I want to spend?
This is totally happening when you and I get together, and the better it'll be with the less French you actually speak and understand. Because I don't speak any. But between now and then, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try. There's going to be an actual French word in there. I promise.
Well, I want it noted that if you go back and listen to the first season, the first couple of episodes, Roger has come a long way, because it used to be, I'm just going to bang the hell out of you. I'm just going to bang this or whatever. And now you've gotten into the, ooh, we're going to have some fun. And you get into the attitude and let's go a little bit. Women, we just, the wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's such a fine line with the lifestyle. I kind of want the wham bam, thank you, ma'am, because it means it's so hot and you're after me so much that you want it that quick. But I also want the slow and go method too, because I kind of like that too. So it really
is about rhythm. It is about rhythm for me. It's like when you get somebody and you're just in that rhythm. Oh, baby. And if it ends up, with a cherry on top, so to speak.
Right.
And you get the load, it's even better.
Well, so Barbeee, the sex term I'm going to throw on you is if we can get this thing in June to come together and you come out of retirement, and this might make it worth it.
Oh,
okay? Let's just see how let's see how this sits on you, because I don't think you've ever been nickel clapped. Because
no, I can guarantee I have not.
Okay, well, what is nickel clap?
I don't even know what that is. Yeah,
new
so
term. We're curious. What is nickel clap? Please describe.
It's having sex while Nickelback is playing in the background.
Oh my God. Oh, golly. Well, add a little Led Zeppelin and we'll be fine.
And we're gonna get some rhythm.
I'm gonna get some Coldplay in there, and it takes me back to my cheating days when I was out in California and the guy was cheating with was fucking me to a question of science, and it was wonderful.
Music brings back memory.
Right. I will bring two parties. I will bring a speaker. And I have a playlist. Now, it is not in my phone as lifestyle playlist because I'm afraid somebody's going to get a hold of my phone or whatever. So it says massage playlist, but it's got some oldies and some new ones. And I mean, it's got, my panties will get wet and drop to Barry. You know, you put some Barry White on and it's
Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah, mine's Teddy Pendergrass, man.
That was close.
He's my
I was just
favorite.
sitting there like, how in the world am I going to fuck her to Barry Manilow? Are you kidding
Barry
me?
White. I'm sorry, Barry White. You know,
I'm going to have to be really drunk for this.
No, you don't need alcohol for Barry White. You just got to listen to him do that whole.
I knew immediately who she was. I knew immediately.
Because she heard it.
Because it's sexy music. That's right. Barry Manilow.
Let's see. I had a bunch of these, so it's okay. We abandoned the game, but another thing I intend to do is bring better sex news.
Oh,
yeah.
While we were on break, on break or not, it was while we were on break that I saw the article. There was an article that the headline. I'm not going to read the whole article, but the headline.
Well, please don't.
Sex crazed workers at a troubled VA facility had a 12-person orgy, and one official bedded 32 co-workers.
Yes, I heard that. I was like, yay.
Man, I want to work for the VA.
Right?
Woo, man.
Right? Anybody want overtime this weekend?
Sign me up.
I mean,
wow. 32 how could you going to work the next day would just be a little
that'd be different. And especially if it's on Sunday, it'd be sore pussy Sunday.
Oh yeah. You'd have to have that bag of peas.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't want to read the whole article. I remember the cliff notes, but I'm just like, before this got busted, was the head guy in charge getting props for great leadership? Like, your people seem so happy. How do you do it?
He was in on it. He was in on it.
We have not gotten official on our podcast with our segments. I said we were going to have the new vocabulary segment. And so we had that, the Nickelback clap. And now I think we should have the sex news segment. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Get a little bit more organized on our little lifestyle. Lifestyle podcast.
I'm making a note. Yes, I'm making a note.
Right.
I will,
so each
look
one
for
we get sex news, and then the word of the podcast. Right. So it's nickel clap.
Nickel clap. Yes, there's the word of the day.
They got some great songs that would be great to bang to, but the minute you hear Nickelback, is all you hear is, "Look at this photograph." And you're like, nothing down there. Nothing.
I want Steve to weigh in on this because and he will be hopefully on the next podcast. He was busy this evening, but he hates Adele. Okay, so on my massage thing, I had some Adele songs on there, and he would come stomping into the room. Okay, he would be in mid-fuck in the other room, and he would hear it and come stomping in and go, "Get that shit off of the radio."
Wow, that's kind of a
yeah. So I learned with him, it's like Adele. Okay.
Adele.
We could have a whole list. Yeah, you could have a whole list of music you can't fuck to. You could have a whole list of music.
That's right, because like
Taylor Swift. Oh, definitely. No fucking to Taylor Swift.
Definitely Taylor. No Taylor Swift. No. Taylor. There's also a So, okay, I had some old musicals on another playlist that was on my another playlist. It wasn't on Massage. It was on another playlist, and one of them was the song from Showboat, because my father-in-law's favorite musical was Showboat, and I used to play it for him because he loved this song, and it was Old Man River. Okay, and right, and so one day at a party, Marilyn was getting fucked by Detroit Dan, and the song that came on was Old Man River.
Is that the Neil Young song?
No, Fabio comes in and it's got like tote that barge, it's like Old Man River, and he does stuff like another day older and deeper in debt. Okay.
Oh God.
So, oh my God.
That was really old.
So Fabio comes running down the stairs laughing. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm like, what is so funny? And he goes, go upstairs and look. Go upstairs and look. And so I go upstairs and look, and there's the white skinny ass of Marilyn and the big black dick of Detroit Dan. And if I'm politically incorrect, I'm sorry, y'all, because that was what I looked at and saw. And to that music that was on, it was hilarious. Now, I got to tell you, I deleted it off of the playlist so it would never happen again. But you want to talk about musical moments that were inappropriate? That was one of them.
That's epic. That's epic. You couldn't make that up. You couldn't have planned that. Of all the songs, Old Man River. I would think that would stop a party almost immediately. Everybody be like, what's happening? What is happening?
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
so I've been at a party when the wrong song came on.
Okay, that was it.
It won't top that. It won't
I don't
top
think
that.
You can. I don't think you can.
Is where people go wrong is a playlist is kind of important.
It is.
Yes.
Because if for nothing else, to keep out the songs you don't want.
Right.
You got to set the mood and keep the mood and set the vibe. And so you got to take time to make a playlist. Now you can go on YouTube. When I do a party, I take a Bluetooth speaker like you're talking about.
Right.
I think I have a 2 to 4 hour playlist. I pay for YouTube Premium, so there's no commercials. We're not gonna hear about pharmaceuticals in between songs.
Right.
So anyway, but it's just a list of downloads, and it's just labeled party songs. But one of them's just good sexy music, and it's 2 hours long.
Yeah,
so
I did too.
It's not hard, people.
Yeah. Right, and I'm just saying, Barry White got a
Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah,
Teddy Pendergrass, baby, Teddy Pendergrass. Oh man, turn off the light. Ooh, baby. Yeah,
well, and then
Teddy Pendergrass.
And Marilyn's favorite is Joe Cocker. You can leave your hat on, because I one of the parties, one of the people that came to the parties, he was a singer, and he's retired. He was a radio guy. He was a singer, and he would bring a microphone and sing, and he knew that was her favorite song, and so he set it up karaoke style, and he was singing "You Can Leave Your Hat On," and we were so hot that three of us, me, Marilyn, and I can't remember who the third lady was, we went over, and while he was singing into the microphone, took his pants down and decided we were going to figure out what was going to make him rock and roll, and we blew him while he was singing that song. Oh, it was so fun. So fun.
Maybe next time he could do a rendition of Old Man River.
I'll request it.
Yeah, I hope she didn't make some kind of mental note about it getting really a good fuck. That music in the background.
Because I took it off, and so maybe you turned them both on. Who knows? Okay, because like Detroit Dan is a really cool dude, and he would have been just like, "Hey, whatever makes you happy."
I'm lifting and toting. I'm lifting and toting.
So I'm sitting here looking at my list. I had 28 songs. One of these had 28 songs, but and like Pony by Juvenile, everybody kind of knows that. That's kind of a male stripper song anyway. Madonna, Erotica, a lot of really predictable ones, but I'm just looking at the title here, and I was going through, and then it starts predicting what you want to hear and starts suggesting songs, and that's where I found some of these, right? So, but one of these is called um, Wrong Hole.
Oh God.
And I can't remember why this one's on here.
I can't either.
I can't remember how it goes. So
okay.
Well, yeah,
you can't play it on here, but I
will. That's gonna be our new assignment between now and then. Listen to Old Man River and listen to Wrong Hole. I can tell you that I can tell you that my list has grown. It is almost a 9-hour list, and it's grown because people have requested different songs, and I've added them in. So I have Marilyn's favorite one on there with Joe Crocker. I will add Barbee's. I don't know, if but I've got Nora Jones and Simon Garfunkel and Patsy Cline, and then Ray Charles. Okay.
Ray Charles.
Right. So, and then I hope that Steve doesn't hear it, but there's still an Adele one in there. I got some Jimi Hendrix, so and Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine. Right.
When I was working, I used to just get on Apple Radio and
Ain't No Sunshine or Lovely Day,
And you're right. Once you put it in, then they just start suggesting songs.
And I know I've got Happy Pharrell. I've got Happy on there because I'm happy. And that's a good one to blow to.
You need some Led Zeppelin, baby.
Oh yeah, I've got
Led Zeppelin.
A Whole Lot of Love is on here. Okay, got it. Stairway to Heaven.
What Jimi Hendrix song though?
Oh,
I know there's a really good one that I think should be on there, but I want you to tell me what you have first.
I'm sorry, that one's Hey Joe.
Of course.
Hey
okay.
Joe.
Yeah. That's I don't know if I maybe I just know too much of the lyrics.
Hey Joe is on there. Like I said, I got Creedence on there. Bad Moon Rising. Right. Have you ever seen the rain? Right. Some of those stuff on there. I've got Drift Away. Right.
I'm just stuck on where you going with that gun in your hand.
Right. So
going down to kill my lady. Don't mess around with another man.
I call it. We are almost at the end of this. We are about 40 minutes in, and I think we're just in the weeds. We are so in the weeds with our songs.
We are so in the weeds.
I think we consistently would come back and go, hey, what's the song? Maybe that's another segment. What song we add into the list this week?
Oh, there you go. That's an excellent one.
Right. Yeah. So we got a couple of segments we're going to need to do weekly. We're going to need to do the word. We're going to need to do what is the song that you add for the week. Okay. And then we're going to need to do the sexual news.
Yep.
And then from that, we will have more stories come because I still have. And we tease them on the season ender. And if you haven't listened to the finale from last time, I still am going to tell you the stories about Cop to Og. I'm still going to tell you the Big Dick Donnie stories because we have only just begun.
Oh, yeah.
To hit that one.
Scratch the surface.
On his stuff. And then Barbeee and I still need to tell the story of, when I was outed and when the doctor was found. and not the puppy dog doctor that was in the lifestyle, but the doctor that's a really good doctor.
Oh, the doctor that we could.
Right.
Actually, the first time I was ever honest with a physician
Right.
about my sexual route.
Right. We'll tease that.
We got to
That's
talk
coming
about
up. That will come
That's a
up
good
in
one.
season 2. We will have that discussion. I promise. Okay.
Do I know this doctor?
No.
I don't believe you've met him, but he's a women doctor, and
Okay.
he's
not
just
a
wonderful.
not a lifestyle guy.
No, and like
Okay.
if Dee called me up and said she had a problem, I would make her travel to go see this doctor.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
No, I'm just wondering which doctor we're talking about.
Nope, not the puppy dog doctor, not the crazy doctor that told everybody at the gym that he was in the lifestyle and that they should all join. Not that guy.
Not that one. Thank God. All right.
Okay. So it's been a great episode 1 coming back in season 2. Let's get back into the swing of things, because and if you haven't figured this out, if this is your first episode, go back and listen to some of them. Okay, this is again, I didn't even do the setup. We've got Barbeee as a retired lifestyler. I am semi-retired, and Roger is still in it.
I'm in my prime.
And he's in his prime. If you want if you want to listen to this, you found us somewhere because they're on wherever you're going to listen to podcasts. But if you would also like to send us your suggestions or a word or a song you want to add to the list, or you want us to discuss, you can find us at beyondmonogamypodcast.com. It's all smashed together. There's no the in it. beyondmonogamypodcast.com. And my email is on there. You can contact me. Rogers is there. My email is thejanetvalentine at gmail.com. And yours is spitroastwithus.
Spitroastwithus at gmail.com.
Right. So you can send us your suggestions. Hopefully you'll come back and listen to the more episodes that we have for season 2 as we do this, or go back and listen to some of the ones that you've missed, or catch up on some of this stuff. And again, also there's a place on the website, beyondmonogamypodcast.com, where you can tip Mandingo. He is the guy that produces this. He does it out of the goodness of his heart. We don't pay him anything. So far, the commercials that we are advertising, they're not products that we've made yet. We just wanted you to hear them, and that's also in the discussion. I am going to have to explain longer the coconut oil and bring that back out. So anyway, go to that beyondmonogamypodcast.com, send us a note, tip Mandingo, and hopefully you will come again and come again and come again.
That's it for this episode of Beyond Monogamy. We hope you enjoyed our podcast, and we look forward to having you back again for the next episode of Beyond Monogamy.